My dad gave our business to my sister's boyfriend and took his side, so I stayed silent. Until I returned and flipped the script, turning their world. Prat 4. I spoke with more former employees, clients who'd left us, and even some of our suppliers. The picture that emerged was worse than I thought. Todd had alienated not just our clients, but also our suppliers. He'd been late on payments, tried to renegotiate long-standing agreements, and even threatened to take his business elsewhere if they didn't lower their prices. Not realizing that in our specialized industry, there weren't always alternatives. One of our boat mechanics, Dave, told me that Todd had cut corners on maintenance to save money. He told us to stretch the oil changes, to make the parts last longer. That's dangerous as hell on a commercial vessel. You know that better than anyone, Jake. I did know. I'd been on a boat once when the engine failed 100 miles offshore. We were lucky the Coast Guard got to us before a storm hit. Cutting corners on maintenance wasn't just bad business. It could cost lives. But the more I learned, the more I felt trapped. My dad wouldn't listen, my sister had turned against me, and meanwhile Todd was systematically destroying everything my family had built. I decided I had one option, left: confront Todd directly. I messaged Todd, asking to meet me at a cafe near the marina. He agreed, probably thinking he could smooth things over with his fake charm. I spent the days before gathering information. Talking to former employees, reviewing what financial documents I still had access to, speaking with clients who'd left. I came armed with facts, not just suspicions. Todd showed up 20 minutes late, sporting designer sunglasses and that perpetual smirk. "Jake, my man, what's up, brother?" He tried to give me one of those bro hugs. I stayed seated. "Let's cut the crap, Todd. I know what you're doing to the business." His smile dimmed a few watts. "Look, I get it. Change is hard. Your dad warned me you might have trouble adjusting to the new direction." "Nuff. New direction?" I laughed. "Or is that what we're calling losing 40% of our clients? Or having 3 captains quit who've been with us over 15 years? Or maybe the new direction is the $43,000 that disappeared from the maintenance fund right before you bought your Audi?" The smirk disappeared completely. "You don't know what you're talking about. I grew up in this business. I know exactly what I'm talking about. I know that we're operating at a loss for the first time in 30 years. I know you hired your college roommate as our new accountant, despite him having zero experience with commercial fishing operations. And I know my dad signed over 30% of the business to you without telling me." That last bit was a guess, based on something Captain Mike had mentioned. But Todd's reaction confirmed it. "Your dad recognizes talent when he sees it," Todd said, leaning forward. "Maybe if you weren't so stuck in the old ways he would have chosen you instead. This business was built on those old ways: relationships, trust, expertise, things you know nothing about." Todd's face darkened. "Look, Jake, I get that you're upset, but the business is changing. Evolving. Your dad sees that even if you don't. And let me be clear about something. This isn't just your dad's company anymore. It's partly mine now too. So unless you want to create a big family drama that'll break your dad's heart, I suggest you back off, and let me do my job." I wanted to punch his smug face, but instead, I just stood up, towering over him.